Good news everyone, the Adult Swim cartoon about a balding ginger with a goatee is finally getting a finale. No, not this one. Technically it's this one, but we're talking about the other one today. Hello everyone, my name is Zero. Metalocalypse is getting a new movie, and in this video I'm going to list things that we should expect from this new movie. I'm gonna start with the more obvious stuff to the dumber stuff. This movie will be the series' finale and the end of the Metalocalypse. Leaving the movie as a cliffhanger will be a big risk the creators wouldn't do again. And in an interview, Brandon Small said that he had the ability to write the ending of the show while working on the Doomstar Requiem, and he regretted doing that. So I guess he wouldn't do that again. And if this movie ends up being a cliffhanger and gets cancelled again, I would personally go to Anchor, get French nuclear cancer, use my wish to visit Brandon Small, and I call him a On Brandon Small's Instagram page, you can see that he has begun recording a soundtrack for the movie. And like with every installment of the series, we might get an album. If this movie doesn't end up being an opera like the last one, there is a slim chance we'll get old unreleased songs, like that one song from Dethklok or the NASCAR song. After the event of the opera, CFO quits Dethklok and becomes a Church of the Black Clock priest, which means that the band will no longer have him as their manager, and that leaves a few characters to replace his role. We've seen this happen before in Renovation Clock, and it went badly. My guess is either one of the band members, most likely Pickles or Nathan, maybe Abigail or Edgar, or they'll introduce a new character to replace him. It's an important role. There's no way it'll be left open. Through the show, members of Dethklok had loose ends that were tied in the last episodes. Quiz got his ego and his death, purpose in life, and stuff like that. Pickles with his alcoholism and family. Nathan and his love life, and Toki wanted a family that loved him. All were solved, except for Murderface. He still hates himself, and he still has that thing with the Doomstar Requiem, the after credit scene, which leads me to believe that this new movie would be about him, just like how the last movie was about Toki Wartooth. The Tribunal, what is it? What do they have so many experts? Who's the helpman? What is the Welcome Back project? What's their goal? Well, they are a super secret cult trying to take down Dethklok, and they appeared in most episodes and the comic books. I'm afraid that's all we know. Oh, and also Mark Hamill voices 2 of their members, so well, in this movie we'll get to learn more about them, because they are the only thing left to the lore. And it's also mentioned in the news article, the Tribunal, the Welcome Back, yeah. From the little paragraph we got in the news about the show, we can see a lot of similarities to the story of Galaktikon II. The star is mentioned in Some Days Are Dying, and the whole self-sacrificing thing in Could This Be the End? The album has been theorized to be the show's finale, so if you want to hear the story early, listen to the album in the correct vinyl order. Since Roy Nicholson died in season 4, Dethklok will have a problem with funding and will probably end up laying off the gears. And if we're going off with the Galaktikon II thing from earlier, then in the song My Name is Murder, there's a line that says, "Those packing ship is a plane, none of them given a name," which in that case refers to the Clocketeers. Just like the lack of a manager will spawn a new one, a new army will need to take a form. From my guess, it'll probably be something similar to what happened to the pro musicians in the song Given Back to You. Alright, I am getting to some baseless reach at this point, but I think Triton and maybe T1, T5 will make an appearance in the movie. Don't get me wrong, they do not feed the universe. But if we're going with the Galaktikon II story, they make an appearance in Some Days Are Dying and Icarus 666. Also, at the end of the comics, Triton is offered a job, which could be this movie. And if he makes an appearance, hopefully we'll get to see the red guy. You know, Downfall. He appeared in the comics. Yeah, there are comics that you totally read. Since this movie will probably be about William Murderface, it won't be totally mad for the creators to add a scene for his parents who died in a murder-suicide. Keep in mind that William was a baby when the event happened, and a body that was chainsawed is hard to identify, so there might be a chance they faked their death. If they actually died, we might get a scene like that heaven scene from TF2 comics, the one with Sniper's parents, and except that Murderface dead wouldn't be in heaven because alright, do you remember when I said dumb stuff in the intro? Yeah, this is that. The $5 hot tub gift card will be used to bribe the Tribunal. This movie will just be Mark Hamill introducing experts with bonk names, including Galaktikon II, the CBT expert, the poop sniffing expert, the foot fetish expert, the flying from buildings expert, the Tribunal expert, the anime thighs expert, and the British people expert. Squizgar will form an army using his kids from Dethklok. We will know what Pickle's last name is. GTA 6 release date. Marsh Battalion Johnson comes back from the dead. Dethklok gets renamed to Dethklok. James May runs off with 3 kids in Bolivia. Baz Metal becomes canon. Squizgar and Toki learn to speak proper English. Nathan, Pickles, and Murderface start speaking like Squizgar and Toki. Nathan calls someone a gay tonto. The entire script of the movie is just characters reading Thunderhorse lyrics with different cassettes. Dethklok stops the Falcon Back project by playing live in the Tribunal base. And finally, the villains get defeated by the power of friendship. Well, that was it. Do you have any predictions or anything to say about this new movie? Leave it in a comment. It'll be very nice of you to do that. Alright, you can go home now. My name's Zero. This was a waste of your time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next live.